You gotta win this game.
Let's end this.
Got you, Kron! And get our son back.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
I hate everything about this movie. I hate every moment of this movie. This is the most insulting thing that has ever been created in the history of cinema. And I know that sounds insane, and maybe I'm being a little hyperbolic, but I am truly insulted by how aggressively moronic this movie is. I have no idea what is going on. I have no idea who thought this was a good idea, and everyone involved with this project should not be allowed to work in Hollywood ever again. It is an abysmal, miserable failure of a movie, and I pity LeBron James for getting roped in to this nightmare of a film. It's terrible. Now look, this review, we're doing spoilers. I don't care because we got to talk about the whole thing. So before we get started, don't forget, you got to like and subscribe to the channel. Your subscription keeps the channel alive and makes it possible for me to keep watching these horrible movies. Now that I think about it, the more of you who subscribe, the more of these movies I have to watch. So there's positives and negatives. Whatever, let's just get into it. So Space Jam 2, what is it called? The New Legacy? I don't even know. It does not matter. All right, you remember Space Jam. Space Jam, here's how that happened. They made some fun commercials with Bugs Bunny and Michael Jordan.
Hey, Jordan, and hey, Jordan.
What'd you expect? Elmer Fudd?
And for no reason, they decided to make them into a full-length movie, which should have been a terrible idea, but they actually executed on it. Space Jam is an interesting beast of a film. It's half Michael Jordan biopic, half Looney Tunes adventure. Like, they dig into Michael Jordan's past and his relationship with his dead father. It should not work, but it works because they tackle it with, like, an honesty. It's weirdly honest.
Man, leave the baseball player alone, man. You know he doesn't play basketball anymore.
Michael, do you hear that? They don't think you can play the game anymore.
There's only one way to find out.
It's insane that it works, and it does. And you know what happens when you have a terrible idea and you end up making a cult classic movie that will be remembered for all time? You f***ing stop. Stop. Cut it off. Cut it right there. You nailed it once. Okay? You struck gold. Don't go back to the well. There's no more gold in there. You already got it all out. But no, they needed more. These greedy Warner Brothers demanded to send us back into this tapped out cave searching for a nugget of gold, and the only thing we found was a bunch of leftover piles of shit. Now, I guess the best way to go through this movie is to just go through the plot step by step and talk about why every single part of this movie is fucking insane and written by crazy people. Now, the movie starts off, and the first thing it establishes, this makes no sense, is LeBron James fucking hates video games. He hates them. When he was a child, someone gave him a Game Boy, and it made him lose the big basketball game because he was busy playing Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle, and his coach went, "That's what you get! That's what you get for enjoying video games. You should have focused on basketball." And LeBron James is like, "You're right. I hate video games so much now. This will be important to my character in this insane movie." Why? Because LeBron James's kid loves video games. Just a normal kid. Likes playing video games. Nothing weird about that. LeBron James is furious. "How dare you play video games? We are a basketball family. You are wasting your time and your life." Meanwhile, his son is like an expert level coder who has managed to put together a full 3D basketball game at the age of 14. LeBron, your kid is a little genius. You hate LeBron's character at the beginning of this movie because he's a moron. Like, he doesn't recognize that his kid is a fantastic programmer. He's dead focused on basketball.
Dom, focus. You got basketball camp next weekend. The boy's gonna be coming at your neck, seeing what you got. Are we quitting on each other now? Can't be great without putting in work.
I mean, I guess it's good when your hero starts off with some flaws, but the difference is in the original Space Jam, Michael Jordan's flaws were that he was coming to terms with, what he wanted to do with his life, who he wanted to be. He was trying to become a baseball star because he thought that was what his father would have wanted. And his growth comes from a place of you're sympathetic towards him. LeBron James is a douchebag who treats his kid wrong.
You heard of the E3 game design camp, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be one next weekend, and I'm going. And I'm actually looking forward.
Down. No, you can't go to that. Basketball camp is next weekend.
That's not what I want, Dad.
And his growth is to eventually stop being an awful father. Very weird place to start the movie off. It sets it off on a bad foot. Anyway, we then meet the villain of the movie, played by Don Cheadle, as Al G. Rhythm, which I think somebody thought was a really clever pun.
I'm Al G. Rhythm, and as you might have guessed, I am an algorithm here at Warner Brothers, the studio behind all the classics.
Whoever wrote this was like, I'm a f***ing genius. An algorithm, a living algorithm? What should his name be? Al G. Rhythm. They patted themselves on the back for hours after that genius naming scheme. Now, it's a nonsense plot at this point, because we're establishing that Warner Brothers has developed a super-powered AI to, I guess, come up with movie concepts. Okay. You're stretching the realm of plausibility. You built a computer to write movies for you. Well, I guess he must have wrote this fucking movie, because it doesn't seem like any human touched this soulless nightmare of a film. Al G. Rhythm brings LeBron James in and he pitches him. He says, how about we digitally scan you and we put you in a bunch of movies? You can fight Batman, we'll put you in Game of Thrones, and LeBron James has maybe one of the few good jokes in the movie.
Listen, guys, I'm a ball player. And athletes acting, that never goes well.
And you're like, that was correct. You were correct there. Maybe you should not have admitted that, but I'm kind of glad you did. At least for LeBron seems a tiny bit self-aware of what a terrible, disgusting cash grab this movie is.
This idea is just straight up bad. That algorithm is busted.
Busted?
So anyway, the insane computer man pulls him into the computer, and this is very convoluted. The computer man wants to be recognized. Just recognized. He wants people to know who he is and know how great he is. And his first plan was to put LeBron James in movies, and that didn't work. So now I was like, okay, so he sucked LeBron in. Now is he going to force him to be in movies? No, he completely changes it up and says, we're going to play a big game of basketball.
We're gonna play a game of basketball in front of the largest captive audience ever. And the entire world is gonna know the name of King Al G. Rhythm.
The plot just changes so suddenly that it's bizarre. It goes from him like, I want to put LeBron James in movies, to I want LeBron James to play me in basketball so everyone sees how cool I am. Okay, super weird motivation, but sure, let's go with it. And then if LeBron James loses, he has to stay in the computer forever, which also doesn't make sense.
If you lose, well, when you lose, you're just gonna have to stay here in the serververse with me. Forever. And ever. Ever. And ever.
If this guy's goal is to get recognized through a big game of basketball, why does he need to punish LeBron by keeping him in the computer? What does that accomplish? Is he just spiteful? Like, he's just really mad at LeBron James because LeBron didn't want to be in a Batman movie? Like, I don't understand the motivation of this computer. I guess he's just cartoonishly evil. It's a cartoon movie, fine. Let's go with it. Now, LeBron James has to travel around the Warner Brothers universe searching for players to be on his basketball team. This is probably the worst part of the whole movie.
We're gonna need the most powerful Warner Brothers characters for this team. Gotta start with Superman. Man, I could have used him on the Cavs. Ooh, King Kong. He'd be a beast on the boards.
This is a shameless, disgusting ad for Warner Media, to the point of absurdity. Now, those of you who watch my channel might know that I refuse to watch the movie Ready Player One. I will not do it. I think that Ready Player One is the worst book since Mein Kampf, because I do not think that stories like that should exist. Maybe I'm being a pretentious but I really believe that if you want to make a story, the most brave and courageous thing you can do as a creator is sit down and make something original. Draw from things you know, absolutely. Things that you love in your life and stories that you have encountered. You can draw inspiration from them. But ultimately, you as a creator should be able to dig down and gift onto the world a wholly new and original creation sprung from your mind, from your creativity. That is true storytelling. Things like Ready Player One are a guy who goes, I like a bunch of bullshit that other, way more talented people created, so I'm just basically going to steal their shit and jam it into one giant ball of garbage. I don't respect that at all. Not even slightly. I think that is, frankly, disgusting. And I know some of you out there are watching this and you're going, I don't know, I just thought it was fun. Fine. I don't blame you, the audience, for enjoying a giant, stupid pop culture bonanza. I get it. On the surface, I get why that could be fun. The problem is that this kind of disgusting, blatant, cross-promotional garbage is quickly becoming the norm. We already live in a universe where Hollywood refuses to embrace new franchises, new ideas, new movies, and just endlessly rehashes shit they already own.
They're never gonna stop!
Endless trash!
So to see a giant, disgusting showcase of everything Warner Brothers owns, it's just an absurdity. We visit Mad Max Fury Road, Superman the Animated Series, Casablanca. I get it. I like all these things. And I understand that you are trying to trick my brain into releasing a flood of endorphins by assaulting me with the familiar. I know what you're doing. I know how that works. But not only are these references blatant pandering to the audience, they're also just outdated and stale. For instance, they go to the Matrix universe, and what do? They do a little bullet time joke. Do the writers understand that that joke has been done like hundreds of times by now? It's been in countless comedies already.
Hold on a second.
It's not clever or interesting. It's the grandma doing it. Okay. I did for some reason laugh when Speedy Gonzalez is just screaming his catchphrases while jumping across bullets. Not because that was a good joke, but because it was so fucking ridiculous that I could not believe it. Just constant outdated references. Did we really need to go see Austin Powers? I don't know, maybe some of you guys are younger. Maybe you didn't grow up in a time where everybody was walking around going,
Do I make you real randy, baby? Oh, yeah.
Groovy, baby.
oh my God, I don't want to revisit that time period. I do not want to revisit Austin Powers. This is not, and what is the joke? Again, is that Elmer Fudd is Mini-Me? And Sylvester the Cat is Dr. Evil's little dog? Why is that? How is that funny? What's the joke? But what really pisses me off about this is that Warner Brothers already did this joke. They already did the joke of look at all the garbage we own. They did it in the Lego Batman movie.
Hi there, guys. Lovely to meet you all. I'm the Joe. Fist bump. Handshake. Fist. Which it doesn't matter. I'm the Joker.
In the Lego Batman movie, Joker teams up with King Kong, Voldemort, the Flying Monkeys from Wizard of Oz. Again, it's just a stupid investor showcase for AT&T Time Warner. It's basically telling anyone in the audience who might want to buy Warner stock, hey, we got that. We got that. We might reboot that. Buy our stock now, because you never know. And that's exactly what they do here. They just jam all these stupid old movies into the film, even though they have nothing to do with the core premise of the plot. Again, Looney Tunes playing basketball. We don't need Rick and Morty to show up.
Is your problem now, dum-dum?
It's just a big commercial for, I don't know, HBO Max. Which, to be fair, the original Space Jam was based on a commercial. The original Space Jam was basically a big commercial for the Looney Tunes and Nike sneakers.
Oh, one of his shoes.
But at least it had the decency to not jam it down your fucking throat with the insane frequency of Space Jam 2: A New Turd. This film actively hates its audience. It basically tells you, shut the fuck up and swallow our garbage, you big, dumb, stupid idiot. Go to the store and buy a Funko Pop of every one of these fucking characters, because you are a big, stupid moron who paid us $15 to watch this 2-hour commercial. This movie hates you. All right, so LeBron James and Bugs Bunny successfully bring all the Looney Tunes together. We're going to play some basketball. We go to the big game, the big stupid 3D video game basketball arena. And again, all around the basketball court, we got to see everything Warner Brothers owns. This is a giant advertisement for Warner Brothers. You got Flintstones, Jetsons, you got Batman villains, Joker, White Walkers, every piece of nonsense you could think of.
Cartman and Go
Okay,
Boy.
all right. No.
And we get Austin Powers, Groovy, baby.
God,
and then
God.
the Philly Fanatic's going to be there. Woo, he's going to be hitting baseballs.
Okay, the Philly Fanatic was not
and then
in
we're
the
gonna
movie.
Have Iron Giants be like, oh, Superman.
Oh, God. But the worst part is, I feel like it cheapens these franchises. Like, it's harder to take them seriously now, knowing that they have been reduced to such pop culture garbage that you can jam them into a Space Jam movie and no one bats an eye. For instance, A Clockwork Orange is a very serious, important piece of artistic history. It is also a movie about a violent gang of rapists. This should not be in Space Jam. Again, it sullies the spirit of the original to know that whatever artistic merit once existed within that movie is now considered by the masses just stupid pop culture garbage. It has been cheapened to the point of being on par with the Jetsons. That sucks. It's the same for It, a legendary coming-of-age novel about kids dealing with traumas, but now the child murderer is in the fun basketball movie. Look, putting all these cartoon characters in there, I get it. They're cartoons. Like, yeah, it's fun, kiddie stuff. You don't take it seriously. But I take it seriously. I take Clockwork Orange seriously. I don't want them to be official memes as put together by the company that owns them. It feels like a slap in the face to the creators of those stories. It feels gross to me. Anyway, so it's time for the big basketball game. And LeBron James sees his stupid kid. Now, movies have to have stakes, right? There has to be something at stake. Okay, and we've already established the stakes, though.
You're just gonna have to stay here in the serververse with me forever.
But okay, we gotta go a little higher. Computer Man zaps the rest of LeBron James's family in, and he goes, okay, if you lose, now your whole family's stuck. Okay, well, those are pretty high stakes. We can probably stop right there. No, we gotta go higher. Then he starts zapping LeBron James's social media followers into the computer. So if LeBron James loses, thousands, millions of people who got sucked into the computer are also going to be trapped inside the Space Jam. All right, yeah, fine. Oh, and on top of that, if they lose, all the Looney Tunes die. Oh, those are pretty high stakes. You know what you do if you're LeBron James and your kid has created a squad of monster basketball men, and if you lose to them, you're trapped in the computer forever and all the Looney Tunes die? You go to your kid and you go, hey, I gotta tell you something. If I lose this game, me, your family, and these millions of people are trapped in the computer forever and all the Looney Tunes die. You say that to him directly. You explain the situation calmly and rationally. And your child goes, oh, well, then I refuse to play this ridiculous game, and hopefully I have a way to shut down the computer or whatever else. But no. LeBron tries to explain it, and his kid basically goes, you never believed in me. Computer Man is my best friend.
Everyone in here is in danger.
Come on, Dad. Why you gotta make everything so serious?
This is serious. Your boy LG, he's a bad dude.
He's not bad. He's just sad because he works so hard and no one pays attention to him. He's like me, Dad.
Okay, so when your kid says that, here's what you do. You look him in the eyes and you calmly and rationally explain the situation. And you keep doing that. You keep doing that until he understands what's at stake. Instead, LeBron James goes to his wife. He says, I don't know what to do.
He thinks LG is his friend. I don't know what else to do.
And what his wife should tell him is, LeBron, go to our son and calmly and rationally explain what's at stake. Does she say that? No. She says, go out there and win the basketball game.
You gotta win this game and get our son back.
Okay, this is bad writing. It's not like he's not on the court with his kid. As he's dribbling next to the kid, he could just keep telling him, hey, by the way, if we lose, they kill all the Looney Tunes. Just want to mention that again. All you needed to do was have a little bit of writing magic And how about you have it that every time LeBron tries to talk to his kid, there's some sort of weird computer glitch where LeBron's face gets distorted and gibberish comes out of it. Or maybe the computer man has a way so LeBron James is trying to explain it, but it just comes out like, I hate you and I never believed in you, can change what he's saying. But no, there's nothing like that. It's just one of those situations where if either person made an attempt to understand the other one, there would be no conflict. I know it's a movie. I know I'm supposed to go along with that, but it still feels like shitty writing. Now, I guess the big conflict, and this comes back to the very stupid premise. The very stupid premise that LeBron James just fucking hates video games so much. So LeBron James keeps telling the team it's fundamental basketball. We're going to do layups. We're going for 2-pointers, passing, shooting, dribbling.
Outside these lines, be as loony as you want. But inside, you do what I say.
Well, meanwhile, the other team is like, look, it's a video game. If I step on this stupid thing and I jam the ball in, I get 1,000 points.
16. What's up with the score?
Style points, Dad.
Style points?
How stupid is LeBron James? When you see that you're playing a game where you get hundreds or thousands of points by doing stupid trick shots, why would you go, well, let's just keep doing these 2-point layups?
Listen, Bron, this is basketball, but with a spin to it.
There's only one basketball, and Bugs, don't do nothing loony.
Nothing loony? We're not called the fundamental tunes.
Is this the dumbest man on earth? I get that the conflict is him not understanding video games because he fucking hates them. He played Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle for 1 minute as a child, and now he hates video games forever. I know that's the conflict, but it takes him way too long to realize, oh, I need to embrace the fact that my son likes video games. I need to play the game on my son's terms, and that's gonna be fine. It is a super boring conflict. I mean, the stuff with his son, a father understanding his son, fine. Okay, that's not a terrible theme. But if the reason he's having a conflict with his son is because of a Game Boy he owned 30 years ago, it's a little fucking weird, man. Now we get to the locker room at halftime. We get the only truly good joke in the movie.
I found Michael Jordan! He was in the audience. I know he can help.
They're all excited. He's coming down the hallway. It's going to be the perfect Michael Jordan cameo, and it's Michael B. Jordan.
Come on, man. That's Michael B. Jordan, the actor.
All right, movie. You get one, you got a hearty laugh out of me. Does that one joke make up for this 2-hour garbage film? No, not even slightly. And speaking of cameos, not only do we not get Michael Jordan, we also don't get the Space Jam song.
Welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance, do your dance. The Space Jam. Alright.
How do you make a Space Jam movie and you have one of the most iconic movie theme songs of all time? A song which, I don't know if you've paid attention to the internet, but is constantly like a huge meme. People are always remixing it because it's a legitimately good song. There is an Evangelion remix of the Space Jam theme song that I listen to unironically because I think it's a total bop. So how the fuck do you make a Space Jam movie and don't put the Space Jam theme in it? That's nonsense, right? Is that not nonsense? Am I crazy? You're spending all this time shoving nostalgia down my fucking fat face. Why not give me something I actually like? Something that is actually related to the Space Jam franchise and isn't just pulling garbage off the Warner Brothers archives. Come on. Now, one thing I want to mention about the Looney Tunes is that a big part of their humor is physical comedy. So them playing a basketball game, you need to come up with different physical gags, not Porky Pig rapping. I'm not going to go into Porky Pig rapping. I guess I have to. It's so cringe. I wanted to die.
What up? It's Porky Pig. They call me P-double-L-G. Step to me, he don't want no trouble.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, you almost could have made that work. I think you could have written a rap for Porky Pig that referenced all sorts of, little Looney Tunes things that could have been funny. It's not. It's not funny. It is pure cringe. I'm embarrassed for the writers of the movie. I'm like, you wrote this. You wrote this and you animated it. You thought Notorious P.I.G. was a solid joke.
Show 'em who you really are, Notorious P.I.G.
Pure trash. Pure trash. Again, what should you do with the Looney Tunes? In a physical game like basketball, pure physical comedy. That's what we should have had. There was one good piece of physical comedy. Something I actually thought was clever and interesting is that the opposing team is about to dunk on the basket, and Taz spins so fast that he spins the court a full 180 degrees, and it results in the bad guy dunking on the wrong basket. I was like, that was clever and interesting. Not super funny, but at least they looked at what the Looney Tunes are known for, and they found like a clever little way to integrate it into basketball. That's great. You know what's not great? More Grandma Matrix references. You already did one. Why are you doing it again? It wasn't funny the first time. Stop. So anyway, we keep going through it. LeBron James, as a kid, eventually figures out what's going on, joins his dad. Okay, so we're getting down to the final hour. Big dumb computer man, he's got cheat codes now. So he can change up the score however he wants. And we established earlier in the game that there is a move that if a character does it, it will glitch up the whole game and delete the character.
In and out, crossover, step back.
Let it go. Oh no, don't erase my character.
So we've actually created a moment of legitimate emotional drama. This was a very good idea for a scene.
In and out, crossover, step back, shoot. That move froze my whole game.
And that's good because
If the game crashes, Algie won't be able to control it anymore.
Whoever does the glitch move
Will get deleted.
One character needs to step up to save the entire squad, to save all these people, but by doing so, they will be deleted by the game. They're gonna die, basically. And LeBron James steps up.
I'm gonna do the step back.
And I was like, wow, this is good. This is good, solid Hollywood writing. Pass me the rock. I'm gonna do the move. I'll get deleted. His kid, no, you can't possibly do it. And he goes, no, I'm the hero of the story. This is what I have to do. I have to fulfill my hero's journey. I'm laughing right now because what happens? This terrible fucking script ruins the moment. Because we, the audience, we already know LeBron James is not going to die. We're not that stupid. But we would like to suspend our disbelief, to really live in that moment of, oh my God, LeBron James is going to sacrifice himself for the greater good. But what does he say?
No, Dad, you'll be deleted. It's
I'm
not
not
what
a video game character. I think I'll be okay.
No. No.
No! No!
Writers out there, I want to explain something to you. When you have set up the stakes for your character, when you set up a sacrifice moment for your character, character says, I'm going to die, but you will live on. Please remember me and all that I've done for you. Don't have him go, or maybe I won't die. Or maybe it'll work out. I don't know. Let's see what happens. No! Are you... Why would you ruin a legitimately good moment of character drama? Whoever wrote this script is just a fucking moron. You got so close to doing one good thing, and you fucked it up. Oh my God, come on. Because again, that moment could have been great because you know who steps in at the last moment? Bugs Bunny.
This is their last chance.
Bugs, what are you doing?
He takes the basketball away from LeBron because he wants to sacrifice himself. But now instead of going, my God, what a great moment from Bugs. I can't believe he would, do this for his friends. What a great hero. Instead I'm going, well, LeBron James just said he's probably not going to get deleted because he's not. Why didn't you just let him do it? Oh my God, this is such bad writing. Anyway, they win the basketball game. He saves his family. His kid goes to fantasy programmer camp, and Bugs Bunny doesn't actually die. The end. Space Jam 2 credits roll. Congratulations for coming to the Warner Brothers Investor Showcase. If you would like to purchase Warner Brothers stock, it is available on most major exchanges. Use the ticker AT&T to purchase AT&T Time Warner stock, and you too can own a part of such legendary franchises as Game of Thrones, Looney Tunes. We have so much garbage. Look at all our garbage. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful, all the things we own? Isn't it beautiful that instead of taking risks on new franchises, we're just going to establish a Harry Potter cinematic universe, DC cinematic universe, we're going to have a Game of Thrones cinematic universe, and it'll never stop. It'll go on forever because you, the consumer, are a big, dumb, idiot moron who will just continue to eat our garbage till the end of time. Congratulations. Thank you for watching our movie. Go kill yourself. Space Jam 2, a new who gives a shit. 0 stars. A joyless, moronic cash grab for the whole family. Good luck, God bless, and may God have mercy on our souls. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching my review. Space Jam 2. What'd you think? Did you like it? Did you like seeing Grandma in the Matrix? Ooh, how about that Rick and Morty cameo? What'd you think about that? Wasn't that great? Let me know in the comments. How do you feel about Space Jam? Don't forget to subscribe. If there's another movie coming out you think I should review, please let me know. Just please try to pick something better than Space Jam 2. I can't keep watching this crap. Oh, I'm dying inside. Holy crap.